Hey guys, it's Aidette. Today we are doing this Jenna Ortega / Wednesday makeup recreation and it is so beautiful. I'm honestly so shocked that I did such a spot on job, like from the freckles to the ombre lip to the glove, the hair, the spikes, and the bangs. I don't have bangs, so I had to makeshift this. So it was a whole process, but I am so glad that we did it. It's so beautiful and edgy. I love it so much. If you guys want to learn how to do this makeup look, then just keep on watching. I'm going to be starting off with my Anastasia Dewy Set Spray, and this I've actually used maybe like once or twice. I've had it for a while. Let's see if this gives us that nice dewy face. It smells really good. It smells very clean. It smells like luxury baby smelling face products. To further the dewiness, I went ahead and I scavenged through my makeup collection and I found my MAC strobe cream. She does have a very luminous look to her face, and I didn't want to put on like an actual highlighter because it can look a little like harsh, and I'm kind of going for like that natural look that she has going on. So I'm just going to be putting a generous amount on the back of my head. I want to apply this with a brush this time just because I don't want any of the product to be soaked into my blender, and I'm really going to be focusing it here on the high points of my cheekbone. I'm really going to be putting it all over my skin. I want this whole look to be very luminous. She obviously has a good amount of makeup on in the photo. Like, her makeup artist made it look like it was just skin, and that's what I'm going for, but in reality we need to cover all of this scarring up. So I am going to be going in with like a medium coverage foundation. I'm actually thinking about mixing some of my strobe cream into my foundation just to make it that much dewier and more skin like. I never use the strobe cream. I think I've probably used like the strobe cream maybe like 5 times in my life, and so I still have like this huge bottle left and I have been missing out. So I'm gonna let this kind of soak into my skin, and I'm gonna be going in with my NARS Light Reflecting Foundation, and this is in the shade Punjab. This is lighter than my skin tone. I came back from vacation a couple weeks ago, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a few pumps on the back of my hand. Like I said, I don't want to make this too full coverage. I'm taking my brand new LA Girl Pro Concealer. I love this stuff, and you guys obviously you see I'm using a new one. I've run out of the shade so many times. This is in the shade Vanilla, and I'm gonna be using a lot of LA Girl. You guys can use my code Aidette10 if you guys would like to get some money off some of this light concealer. Mix it in to make it lighter because I unfortunately don't have a lighter foundation than this. I'm gonna mix just the tiniest amount of this strobe cream in it, like this. I'm gonna have to clean this brush after, but we're gonna be mixing it with this brush, applying it with the brush. We can warm it up later on, but right now I just want to have kind of like more of a fair undertone. Now I'm kind of wondering, did I make a mistake by going this light? I am gonna get this on my lips though, because the lip that we're doing today is intense. So I'm happy with how light this looks. I am gonna take some of it down to like my neck so it doesn't look too crazy. You know, I was actually not gonna get up and do this look, even though I've so badly been wanting to do this look. I saw this photo posted about like a few days ago, and I was like, dang, like I need to make time to make this video, but I just don't know when. But then I got like into like a very depressive episode, and I was so close to not doing it, but I was like, I'm gonna be really sad like missing out on like the Wednesday trend. I did Wednesday for one of my Halloween looks on TikTok, if you guys keep up with me on there. All the little pimples that are showing a little too much. So the only reason that I got up was because my cousin Cindy, which is my roommate, texted me saying if we can switch our cars because we have tandem parking, and that is the only reason that I got up, because I was like, okay, I can take this opportunity to not lay back down and not spiral even more. And yeah, so if it wasn't for her, I would be in bed still, probably taking a nap. So in the photo, she does have like dead under eyes, kind of. Recently, this has been one of my top 2 blending sponges. This is from Morphe. They sent it to me a little while ago. I think it was like before Halloween, and this and the LA Girl sponge, it's all I've been using. This is looking really good. I'm happy with it. The strobe cream, like if I didn't do it, it would not have been even close. So I'm gonna go in with the only powder that I have right now. Unfortunately, I ran out of my banana yellow powder just yesterday, and this is the only powder that I have that is light. So this is the Palladio Rice powder. I don't recommend this, so don't get it. I'm just using it because it's what I have. And then I'm just going to lightly dust and set the rest of my face because we want to keep that dewiness. We don't want to cover it up. A little bit of this powder and literally just dusting it over our entire face. You are going to have to set all of your face. We're going to be applying powders on top, and if you don't apply setting powder and then you apply other powders on top, it's going to look muddy. When we do our contour and our bronzing, it's going to be a freaking nightmare. This is what the face is looking like. You can still see the shine, which I'm really glad about. I can't show you guys my palette, but I'm using the Kat Von D contour palette. I'm not able to show you guys because I have all of my products like sitting on top of it, but I'm going to be taking the peachy shade that they have, and I love to use this when I'm fair. This is giving us the color that we need, but it's not going to give us like a dark orange with like another bronzer. We're going to be blending this out, so just kind of like lay down the foundation of it around her hairline. Nothing like super dramatic. This shade is very pigmented, don't worry though. We're gonna go in back with the excess on our powder brush. Normally I would take a precise brush for this, but I'm also going up here in the sockets. This is very important to get it up here in the sockets because there is a lot of depth in Wednesday's look. Don't worry, we're gonna clean this up. I just kind of wanted to like set some of that warmth here because she does have like a lot of freckles going on, and having this warmth on the nose will make the freckles look a lot more natural. And now that we have the color on, lightly tap because we don't want to be fully pale. In the photo it actually looks like she has a little bit more warmth on her chin. I'm going to be pressing the excess that we have from our bronzer on our eyes just to give a little bit of color. Now we're going to go in for the fun part. We're going to take a cool toned brown and take a very light hand if you're using the Kat Von D palette. I'm going to be taking this lightly in the hollows of my cheekbone. See how it just gives a lot more like of that, but she definitely had some of this contour going on. And of course go in and blend as you need. And now we're going to go in with a super cool tone shade, like almost like a light gray, like a taupe, very precisely. I'm going to first start off with like sculpting the hollow. See how it looks like very dark right now? Right away it's already making me look very sucked in because she has a very sharp jawline. Right now it looks a little ridiculous like that. Ooh, that looks really good already. And I like to go in from the bottom and do like a little swoop, like a little curve, and then fill in this. So this is looking good so far. I'm gonna leave this baking for like the rest of the time. I'm gonna be snatching it the fudge up. I'm giving the illusion of having a tiny little bridge. I always, no matter what look, like to give myself a snatched nose. I like my blush to sit, so I'm gonna be taking this Kevyn Aucoin Darlene Apricot blush, and it is the most beautiful apricot. She doesn't have much blush in the photo, but she does have warmth, and she has it like on the apples of her cheek. It almost looks like she just used the bronzer for the blush, but it's almost like more of like an orangey shade, so I think having this here is perfect. Let's move on to the brows. So I've already got my brows laminated, and I'm just going to fluff them up. Right now they're wanting to like curl. As you guys can see, there's kind of like some to go this way, that way, this way. It's because my hairs normally grow out this way. That's why I need to get them laminated to push them up. You guys already know. If you guys know, you know the infamous Elmer's glue that I use in like almost all of my Halloween looks. Jenna has like that natural messy look going on with her brows. I'm gonna be pushing these front brows out as much as possible, like this way, because I don't have a ton of like little front hairs. Okay, this looks good. I'm happy with this. It looks very natural. Now time for the eyes. We're gonna take the same like warmer cool tone color that we took for our contour, and we want to run it on the lower lash line. Oh my gosh, my eye is getting so watery and sensitive just because I'm so used to not putting any product down there. If you guys notice, my everyday makeup is like very bald on the lower lash. I don't do mascara, I don't do any eyeshadow. I just think it looks better on me. So make sure you also get this right here in the inner part because the whole look is supposed to be dark. So now that we have the darkness that we need on the under eye, I'm going to take this and run it on my lash line. She doesn't have much going on the top. It definitely is like smoky and dark. She has like the tiniest strip of like black on the very lash line. We're focusing it on the lash line, but we're also going to be like blending it upwards. I've been struggling to find some good uncopyrighted music. If you guys have some recommendations, please let me know. It always ends up being copyrighted. The whole trick to this look is like blending upwards and adding many layers until you're happy with the darkness. And with this, I'm also making sure that I have some definition here in the sockets. I'm going to go back into the lash line, and instead of feathering it, I'm going to be tapping it. Now, so just take the point and the excess and give yourself this type of wing. Hi, baby. Hi. I didn't want you to be cold over there. You want to say hi, my love? Is that my baby? Hello, my beautiful. Okay, let's go in the bed. She just got a bath and a haircut and she feels so beautiful. So now I'm gonna go in with like the tiniest line of black. Black shadow is a lot more appropriate for this look because it's very soft. And then I'll take some of this and accentuate the line. Same thing on this side. I just love using eyeshadows for my eyeliner. I really never wear black eyeliner at all because I like to save it for special occasions, and I also feel like brown liner is just so beautiful and like soft, but it still gives you that sultry look. I used to do it all the time and I felt like I was in a dark femme era, like back in 2020, like entering 2021. That was a time. I missed that time. If I could go back, I definitely would. Okay. And then kind of like feathering it out. Beautiful. And I'm not going to be going back in with any more black just because I want it to be like a very subtle amount of black. It's so crazy how all of these looks can be like natural and look very soft, but it actually takes so much technique. I just can't get over this luminance here. Now, since Jenna does have big eyes, I'm going to be taking this NYX Jumbo Pencil in the shade Milk. This is so nostalgic for me, like it's insane. I don't want it to be too insanely white, that's why I'm taking it on the back of my hand. And so I'm going to be taking it on this brush. This is the Sigma Eyeliner E05. This is such a great brush. And I want to get that Tim Burton effect. See how this just like opens up the eye and gives us more of like that like big eye effect. So I'm going to go in with like a creamy white and I'm going to set it. I always like to set my waterline. Obviously it's wet, so you're going to be needing to set it in order for it to stay. I'm also using only the Kat Von D palette for nearly this entire look, which is why I love it so much. But I'm sad because I don't think they sell it anymore because it was like from like years ago. This looks freaking amazing. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking some of this like red shade and taking it on the back of my hand. I'm really going to be diffusing it out. She has like that very tired look, and I'm like taking it under all those shades that we placed on our eyes. Very tired look, but it's going to be very subtle. We're not going to be creating bags or anything. You could if you want to. I would, but I'm trying to get as close to this look as possible. More of the red is kind of like more focused into the center. I know my look is like a little bit darker than hers, so I feel pretty good about this. And now we're going to wipe away the bake and kind of take it above right here too if we place too much red. And this is the result of our cut cheekbones. Okay, it's turning out really cute. Now for the freckles, I have these two ColourPop freckle pens. And I use these for even my brows too. So this one's darker, this one's lighter. I'm gonna be using like a mix of them for like the brows and the freckles. In the photo, she has the freckles all along, like right in between her brows, right all up here, and all down her nose. If some of them look a little too animated, it's okay because we can always go in and blend them out. Pro tip though, never go in with a super dark pen for freckles because it's gonna come out very fake. So these are very soft and they're not very like crazy. I'm gonna take some right here. She has them in between her brows. You can either do this or you can grab a brush and do it yourself. Okay, everything is looking so amazing. I know that I look a little bit crazy on the lips, but just trust the process. For her highlight, she does a straight up like exclamation mark. The highlight is very prominent and she does it like right on the tip of the nose like this, and then blend it out with your finger because we don't want it to be that bright. This contour does look very dramatic, but you guys can diffuse it out how you'd like, but I definitely want it to look very animated. I'm also adding some of that highlight right on the chin, curling my lashes, and putting on my Tarte Man Eater mascara. If you guys haven't tried out the Tarte Man Eater mascara, I just have to say, what are you doing? I'm also gonna be putting some mascara on the lower lashes. You guys know I never do that, so it's gonna be crazy for me. Ooh, I like how that looks. I'm gonna be using these lashes by 8 Deluxe Cosmetics, and you can search them at 8 Deluxe Cos on Instagram, and you guys can use my code Aidette to get some money off. These actually were Halloween lashes with like little ghosties. These had little ghosts on them, but then like as you guys can see, like on the little like high points, I cut off the little ghosts because these are the most natural lashes that I have. These might not be natural to you, but they're very soft to me. It almost looks like Jenna's not wearing any lashes, but she definitely is. She's probably wearing like individuals, but these are perfect. I'm cutting like a little section off the end because these are definitely too long for me. Guys, this morning I had to go and run to Walgreens to get my Kiss Strip Lash adhesive. I was so sad because yesterday I did a makeup look and I wasn't feeling myself because my lash kept like coming up in the inner corner, to make sure that my lashes are tacky and they'll stick. Wow, these are perfect. Wow, these are beautiful for an everyday lash. I really like these. Thing, I'm sad that like I had to custom make these though, because these had little ghosts on them, and it's truly waterproof. Like I've worn this glue in several situations with water, they do not come off. Aren't these lashes everything though? So I'm gonna be going in with this eyeliner. This is the LA Girl Kajal Auto Eyeliner, and super black. That was very nerve-wracking. I just really want to perfect this look, so that's why I'm like, okay, this is a purpley, like dark purple. This is called Cassis by NARS. I'm only gonna be putting this like right here. I'm only layering this here right now because I'm gonna put like a red over top and a black. And now it's just like this purple, like kind of bleeding out. Now my favorite, this is the Revlon black lipstick that I have been using for years. This is the Matte 20 Onyx, and I love it. As you guys can see, it's very dull. I'm so sad when I run out. I'm gonna be placing it right here, right there. So over top this purple Sigma concealer brush, and it doesn't have the numbers. Okay, so I'm gonna be blending this color into the black. And by me placing that purple right there, it's kind of giving it like that little hint of that purpley undertone. It's still gonna poke through because this is a lipstick. See, so it doesn't look completely black, it looks like purpley under there. And now I'm gonna be taking a red liner, and this is the Patrick Star MAC lip liner in the shade Brick. It's actually brand new, it hasn't been touched. Oh, how beautiful. Okay, and then this is gonna go over top the purple right here. Do we see that? It's coming together. The lip is about layering too. We're gonna keep going back and forth with all these different colors. So I don't want the red to go too crazy, but this is the Too Faced You Do You, a little bit of red right there, but it's gonna be diffused anyway. So the point of this is that it's supposed to look like a black lip, to be like that hint of red, and then we're gonna be putting the gloss over it. Oh my god, it's gonna look so hot. I'm not gonna be putting the gloss on just yet because I have to go do my hair first, so I will be right back. Guys, the Jenna Ortega effect. My hair, the makeup, weird spot, freaking on. What do we think, y'all? I think it came out literally perfect. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit because you can't see all my hair. Like, guys, it's literally perfect. What do you guys think? Oh, look at the lip. I added the gloss. I outdid myself. I don't know how to do hair, and you guys know that. I did a whole tutorial on TikTok if you guys want to go see it. It's up, it's live. TikTok is always down below. All my socials are. But we killed it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know what else you guys want me to recreate. If there's a specific look, send me the picture on Instagram and I'll do it. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.